Winter storm warnings are now out across portions of southern and eastern Kentucky and will likely bring significant wintry weather to eastern Kentucky on Martin Luther King Jr. Day and Tuesday. I'm meteorologist Shane Smith. Welcome to the Bluegrass Weather Report. Let's get right to it. You can see we have winter storm warnings now out for most of southeastern Kentucky, including London, Somerset, down into Monticello, back east towards Harlan, Middlesboro, Whitesburg, up through Hazard, Jackson, Paintsville, Prestonsburg, Pikeville, all included in these winter storm warnings, and then a winter weather advisory up along I-64 from Ashland to Moorhead to Lexington, down to E-Town, and over into far western Kentucky, including Paducah. Let's take a look at what's going on right now, and you will see on the big radar picture we have snow breaking out across the plains from northern Arkansas back into southern Missouri, some icing just south of Little Rock as this storm system is going to lift off to the east and northeast over the next several hours. Here's a look at the HRRR model through the next several hours, stopping right around 1 a.m., and you can see the snow moving into eastern Kentucky after about 9 o'clock tonight, and then will likely continue on through early on your Monday morning. We then will likely see a break in the action before the next round moves in Tuesday morning. Here's a look at the NAM model to show you how this is all going to progress, and you're going to see something very similar. Snow breaking out across western Kentucky this evening over the next couple hours after, say, 6-7 o'clock local time, moving through eastern Kentucky, continuing through early Monday morning. Then we'll likely see some lighter snow into Monday evening as that system works its way through. Could see some on the backside of that system as well on Tuesday. That winter storm warning going out now through early on Tuesday, right around noon for most of eastern Kentucky. Let's take a look at the modeling and see where everything is. European model still to the south. The Canadian finally came back to the north, and so did the GFS. The HRRR model is very aggressive, actually looking very similar to what the NAM was showing yesterday. Now more aggressive than a lot of the other models. The HRW, that is the high resolution WRF model, which is kind of an offshoot of the NAM, a couple different variations there between these three models, all showing something pretty similar, although the Severe Storm Laboratory version definitely going a little bit more aggressive with the snow in far eastern Kentucky. The Icon has held rock solid through this. The NAM still the most aggressive suite of models. The regular version showing over 8 inches in several locations in eastern Kentucky. The high res not quite as aggressive. The RAP model, it's old but it's reliable, showing 4 inches in Somerset, about 5 in London, 6 in Hazard, and up to 8 in Pikeville. And that's very similar to what the regional Canadian model and the new rapid refresh forecasting system are showing. So that's just a quick look at all the different model suites out there. And before we get to the snow forecast that I have for you, I do want to bring your attention to one other thing real quickly, and that's going to be the cold air behind this system. Highs tomorrow, mid-20s, lows in the teens, same situation on Tuesday, wind chills likely going below zero. And if we get enough of the snowpack on the ground, I think we go sub-zero Wednesday, friends. I think it's really possible. And I think that 36 on Thursday for London. This is London's forecast, but that's where I'm based out of for temperatures. But that will be very indicative of the rest of the state. A little bit cooler farther north you go. I don't think we hit freezing on Thursday. And then another reinforcing shot of cold air comes in next weekend. We may go sub-zero again. So this is going to be a prolonged stretch of wintry weather. You need to be ready to deal with the cold. Now everybody wants to know snow totals. Okay, let's talk real quick about them. Northern Kentucky, north of I-64, I wish I had better news for you. I'm calling up to an inch. I don't think y'all are getting much out of this. Lexington Metro, over towards Ashland, back down to Bowling Green, Paducah. This looks like a 1 to 3 to me. south of Bowling Green and to the east, 2 to 4. That includes Somerset. London, you're right on that dividing line, 2 to 4, 3 to 6. It just depends on where those heavier snow bands set up early tomorrow morning and afternoon. Down in central Tennessee, y'all have fun with this one. 5 to 8 inches, I think, locally higher amounts possible. Especially from Knoxville back over to Pigeon Forge. Gatlinburg likely going to see over a foot in the mountains above town, like Mount LeConte over that way. Southern West Virginia, this is going to be a pretty good hit from like Beckley to the northeast, right along the spine of the Alleghenies. Some folks over there may be watching me from my days back in WOAY. But overall, for Kentucky, central Kentucky, this is looking like a 1 to 3 incher. Probably a snow day on Tuesday. I'd say a lot of folks back in school, maybe by Thursday. Southeast Kentucky, this may be one that shuts it down all week when you combine the cold and the snow. Need to be ready to deal with power outages in case of the cold, just because it is going to be so cold out there. Bring the pets in, winterize the pipes, open up those cabinets, leave a small trickle of water going. Y'all know the drill. It's been a little bit since we've had to practice that. But just do those steps to winterize your house and take care of your pets. Check on your elderly neighbors, obviously. And it's not a shut the storm or shut the state down storm by any stretch of the imagination. But southern Kentucky, this could be pretty icy and pretty messy travel both tomorrow and Tuesday before they might be able to start getting the roads in decent shape on Wednesday. Although salt may stop working if we get below 15 degrees. So just know those road conditions, once the temperature drops that low, they're not going to get any better. All right, I'll post some updates during the storm and send me those snow pictures on Twitter, @SmithWeather. If you like what you're seeing, hit the like button and subscribe. And thanks for checking out the Bluegrass Weather Report.